Hello my friend, welcome back. I hope you're doing well today. In this video, I'm going to be doing a little patio refresh. So first I'm going to start off by taking everything that was back here and putting it away. And then I'm going to take my broom and sweep off all of the dirt that has collected over time. Ever since we moved into our home a few years ago, I've always wanted to make this back patio a cute little sitting area for my family. But it's always needed a good coat of paint on the floor. As you can see, some of the paint has chipped up and things like that. So I finally was able to get some paint and start on the shutters, which you guys already saw. And because I had plenty of paint, I decided to paint the front porch and the back porch, and we are going to be focusing on the back porch today. Without counting the cost of the paint, because I used it on other areas of my home as well, I only spent about $50 on this patio refresh. I really wanted to get some new furniture for the back patio, but we're in a pretty tight budget nowadays, and my budget didn't really allow me to get any new furniture, which was totally fine because I had a table and chairs for outdoors that I could put up here, and it worked out just fine. But I just want to let you know that I didn't spend a whole lot of money to do this. I just worked with what I had and only got a couple new things that I didn't already have on hand. Since there was a couple places where the paint was chipping off, I just took a wire brush and sort of got all the loose paint off, so that way whenever I went over it with some fresh paint, it would adhere properly. So that's what I'm doing here. Now that the porch is all swept off and the loose paint is all chipped off, I'm going to start cleaning and prepping the surface for paint. I used this TSP substitute in my last video that I showed you guys whenever I was painting my shutters, and it worked really well. I wasn't really sure if I should use it on the floor, but I figured I have plenty of this stuff to use. And I have it on hand, so why not use it? I started off on my hands and knees using a microfiber rag to wipe off the back porch, but then my knees quickly started hurting and I had to work really fast because it was super hot out whenever I was filming this video, and it was drying really fast. So I just decided to run and grab my mop that I have had in my basement for the longest time. And it's a really old mop. I'm not going to be using it in my house, so I just decided to grab it and use it out here, and it worked like a charm. I'm just going to quickly scrub off this and then rinse it off with the hose. I hope that you guys are liking these home update videos. Updating the outside of my home is definitely going to be a long process. I have all of the shutters done in the front of my home. Now I'm working on the garage door, the front porch, and the back porch, and then I have all of the shutters around the back of the house to still paint. So on top of being a mom and homemaker, I'm still trying to update the outside of my house. So if you enjoy these videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here, because there are definitely quite a few more videos ahead. This is definitely going to be a long process, but I'm excited to be able to be doing it. decided to grab the hose and just hose off the back porch because it was really hot and I had to work really quickly before all the soap dried. So the buckets just really weren't working out. So the hose worked like a charm. It didn't take long at all for all of this to dry because it was so hot out whenever I was filming. As you can see, the little baby pool in the back. I told my kids you can't be outside this day unless you are in the pool because it was so hot. Now that the porch is dry, I grabbed my paint and put it into the tray. This is Sherwin-Williams Peppercorn. It's the same exact color that I did the shutters. Because I had this paint on hand, I just decided to paint everything that was green on my house this color. That way I wasn't spending more money than what I needed to. But I'm just going to take some on my small angled brush and just very carefully go around the trim of the doors and then start getting my roller and rolling it on the floor. While I was painting, instead of taping everything off, I just went in with a really steady hand and an angled painting brush. And if I got anything on the siding, I just took a wet microfiber rag and wiped it off really quickly, and it came right off the siding. One time while I was painting the inside of our house, right after we purchased our home, I taped off around the ceiling and I went to take off the tape after I was done painting, and it ripped off half of the paint that I had already applied. It was terrible. It was a really bad experience. So thinking about this project, I just decided to use a really steady hand and an angle brush and use this method that I'm using here, and it worked out really well. So because it was so incredibly hot while I was painting, the paint was drying in the pan before I could even get it onto the surface that I was painting. So I had to work really fast and like really steady in order to get the paint onto the floor before it dried. while I was painting this portion of the porch, my daughter came outside and said, "Mom, we are under a severe thunderstorm warning," which was crazy because it had been beautiful out all day and there was not a cloud in the sky. And when she came out and told me that, I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And I just kind of like went along my business. And then not even 5 minutes later, these big dark clouds rolled in, and I was like, oh shoot, I need to get this done before it starts raining and washes all of this paint away. So that is why I didn't really get the rest of the porch, and I only got this corner because after she came out and told me that and the clouds started rolling in, I had to work super fast before it rained. But I'm happy to report back and let you know that the paint dried before it started raining and it all worked out very well. Now this is the next day. As you can see, the entire corner is now painted and I am working on the second coat now around the doors. I didn't do the entire coat around the doors because I was running out of paint and my paint was drying super fast in my pan. And because the back porch was already cleaned, I wanted to make sure I got the second coat on before it got dirty and I had to clean it again. So the floor was a priority. And then whenever I get more paint in a couple days, I will come out here and do the second coat around the doors. I had just enough paint to paint the second coat on the front porch and the back porch, and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning whenever I started on the second day because it was also going to be in the mid to upper 90s, just way too hot to paint. So I got out here and got the second coat on really quickly and let it all dry before the evening. It's about 12 hours later now. It's like 8 o'clock in the evening at this point, and the rug that I ordered on Amazon came in the mail, and I was so excited to put it out and get all of my furniture and table up here. So I ordered a 6x9 rug, I believe. I'll have this linked in my Amazon shop if you're interested. It's in the description box below. This is like a straw rug. It's really cute. It's super comfortable on your feet. So I'm just going to lay this out and let it relax for a minute. And then I grabbed my table and put the chairs around it and got it all set up. last year I paid around $50 for this table and set of 4 chairs, and it also comes with an umbrella. I had a gift card to Walmart, and then it was also on major sale. So I got a really good deal on this table and chair set last year, and I had intended on using it in my backyard for like some shade and a sitting area, but we never really used the table, and we didn't really have any furniture up here, so I just decided, why not put the table and chairs up here, and then we can do homeschool out here and eat dinner out here whenever it's not too hot. But whenever I put all 4 chairs around it, it was just really tight, and we couldn't really get in and out of the chairs. As you can see how tight it is, so I decided to put the table up against the house and move the rug over a little bit and put only 3 chairs around it, and it's way more comfortable. And then whenever we come out as a family, I'll just grab the 4th chair and sort of like scoot the other one over, and there'll be plenty of room. I love how this turned out. It's really cute, and I will be updating it as we go with some plants and flowers and things like that. But thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.